Hey, after a rough 2.5 seasons on Warzone 2, finally season 3 is here, and with it comes a lot of updates and changes to the game that hopefully make this game 10 times better than it was. And as the start, your boy is going to give you the best settings and things you need to change on your game and on your PC or console to get you guys started off hitting them shots early, being able to see everything so clearly, and make sure you guys is out here at the top of the leaderboards. But here we go. Alright, first things first, you guys, if you're on PC, you need to update your graphics driver. I know a lot of people are running out of date or just not the best graphics driver, so make sure you guys update to the newest ones on AMD and NVIDIA. Or if you're on NVIDIA, you can use 531.26. That is also a great driver to use. But outside of that, we're gonna go ahead and get into these Call of Duty settings real quick. So we're gonna start off on graphics as usual. Just gonna scroll on down here, skim through, highlight the main things I think you guys should pay attention to, but just stop the video, take a screenshot, do whatever you gotta do, and let's go ahead and get into it. One of the most important things, I need to go over to display. One of the most important things here, make sure you guys are running full screen if you're not, having to multitask a lot like me, because I stream. So make sure you guys are running full screen, and if you guys aren't already, make sure you guys come and check out the streams. Your boy be getting lit over there. We be having a good old time in the stream, so make sure you guys come and check it out. But besides that, let's go ahead and get back into these settings. Make sure you got this on full screen. Scrolling on down here, it's not too much that you want to pay attention to, but one thing that you should do if you notice you're having a lot of drop frames or your game just really doesn't feel smooth, restart your shader optimization. And I know some people get confused on how it works. You have to click this button, tell it to restart, and then you have to manually restart the game. And then when you load the game back up, in the top left corner you'll see it say shader optimization, and it'll have a percentage next to it. Let that fill all the way up to 100% before you do anything, and then you should be good. Hopefully that will improve any like stuttering or little hitches that you're getting, because I know it does for me a lot of the times. We're gonna move over to quality right here. Make sure your render resolution is on 100%. I've been using Fidelity FX Cast since the game launched, and I have my strength on 100. Make sure you guys are running Filmic instead of the regular SMW2 or T2X, because the regular one or the default one has a little bit of graininess, and I know the Filmic, it takes away that. So if you see that graininess on your screen, you're always wondering why it's there, just like mess up the game for you. Make sure you're running Filmic. Anti-aliasing, we're gonna have that on normal. Video memory scale, have that on the max or 90 for me. Texture resolution, normal. A lot of these is I don't want to go over every single one of them because we'll be here all day, so I'm just gonna scroll through these. But make sure your texture resolution is on normal. The texture filtering, anisotropic, whatever it is, make sure that's on low. Scrolling on down here, I'm not sure why this is on low, but it should be on normal. And scrolling on down, make sure your spot cache is on ultra, but most of these settings should be off or low. And make sure your NVIDIA reflex low latency is on plus boost. That will help you guys game run smoothly and reduce any latency. So we're gonna go over to view. Apply, yes, we're gonna go over to view here. Lately I've been trying out 115 FOV. I kind of like it, but FOV should be all the way to the max if you're on PC, but really you can, it's up to you. You can run whatever you want to run, but me personally, I'm running 115 all the way up to 120. Make sure your ADS field of view is on affected wide here, and scrolling on down. Oh, actually you can't scroll. And make sure your camera movement is on less or 50%. But yeah, that does it for the graphics part of this. Now we're gonna move over to audio. So for audio, your audio mix, you can test this out, and everybody has different headsets, everybody has different setups. You might be on a console, you might be on a PC, you might have $1,000 headsets, you might have $50 headsets. So test it out and see what sounds the best to you, because your ears are different than mine and things are gonna sound better to you and maybe not so much better to me. But as a default, everybody should be running PC or home theater. Those two are the best to me. Everything on PC sounds, it's a more compressed filter, so everything sounds a little bit more crisp to me. And on home theater, things are uncompressed, so it has a slightly different sound to it. So just test those two out and see which one you like the most. You don't really need master volume on 100. I have it on 90 just to save my ears some. Make sure your speaker input is on Windows default. I think default on the game is stereo, but it should be on Windows default if you're on PC. Scrolling on down here, it shouldn't be too much stuff in here. Oh, this right here is a thing that they added, I think for the season 2 update. Might have been reloaded, but the reduce tinnitus sounds, make sure you guys have that on so we are not all deaf when we're 90 years old. Hopefully we all live that long. But yeah, we definitely want to be able to hear when we're old, so make sure you have this turned on so we can save our ears. But that's going to do it for audio. Now for interface, it's not too many things in here, but there are a few things in here that you guys would definitely want to pay attention to. Make sure you guys HUD is on 100 for both of them. Make sure your minimap is square, the minimap rotation is on, and the horizontal compass is on. Scrolling on down here, if it'll let me. Center dot, make sure that's on. I leave it at default. Some people like to put it on largest or larger, but me, I just keep it on default. It doesn't really make a big difference for me, but for you it could, so definitely try it out. Right here, this is where you guys can see your FPS, your latency, packet loss, GPU temperature, stuff like that. You can turn them on, everything on if you want, but me, the necessities are my FPS counter, the server latency, and my packet loss. Those are the 3 most important things to me. I don't really need to see temperatures because I can look over at my PC and see the temperature, so I don't need that. So for me, the most important 3 things is the FPS counter, again, the server latency, and the packet loss. Those things are probably the most important thing to know at all times with your PC. Let's see, scrolling on down here, I don't think there's too much more important here. You should definitely want to turn on skip introduction movie so you guys can get into the game faster. And another feature that they added, I think with season 2 update or season 2 reloaded, but the inverted flash. So what this does is it changes when you get hit with a flashbang from your screen turning white. Instead, now it will turn black. It throws you off at first because you think your PC might be crashing or something's wrong with your game or your power out. It definitely may throw you off at first, because I know it did for me. But instead of us going blind by seeing a white screen, it will help us by making the screen go black instead. So definitely try that out. You may like it more than getting hit with the strongest flashbang of your life. So definitely give that a try. Now we're gonna move over to controller. All right, so now for probably the most important part to anybody who watching this video, we're on to the controller settings. People always ask me, what are my controller settings? What's my aim assist curve and all this stuff? Like, come on now, your boy got y'all. I'm gonna get y'all locked in, have y'all aiming straight, have y'all hitting every single shot out there, because your boy got you. So scrolling on down here, make sure you guys got controller vibration off. Don't need your controller shaking while you're trying to shoot. That's crazy. The best sensitivities for me right now is between 7.7 and 8.8. You can use either one of those. I was running 8.8 for the longest, but lately I've been on 7.7. The ADS multiplier, the range that I would stay in for most people is 0.80 to 0.90. I really like 0.80, but lately I've been feeling like my shot was a little bit off, so I've been testing it out. That's why you see it so fine-tuned to 0.92 right now, because that's what feels good for me. Everybody's sensitivity is not going to be the same, but I will tell you guys to put it on 0.80 and at least start from there, because that is a really good multiplier to start at. Scrolling on down here, make sure you guys have auto tac sprint on. Make sure you have prioritize interact so you can pick guns up quickly, and you know when you're on those hot drops, you gotta get them guns quick. You gotta get shooting, so we ain't trying to waste too much time reloading and interacting on all that type of stuff. Get it quick. But armor plate behavior, make sure you guys have it on apply all, so you can just push the button, start putting on your place, and then you don't gotta worry about it. It'll just plate up by itself. Moving over to advanced, aim assist type default. The response curve, I have that on dynamic. I tried out different things for the aim assist type. Nothing's really hitting like default, so definitely leave it on that. Scrolling on down here, dead zone is a very important topic for a lot of people. Dead zone focuses on when people have thumbstick drift on a controller. That's when you move or your character is looking and you're not really touching the thumbsticks at all, and the controller seems to be moving by itself. If you're having that issue, that means you have thumbstick drift. So you want to turn the minimums all the way down to 0 and move them up like by 0.01 until it stops doing it, until that thumbstick drift goes away. If you have it above 0.15 to that 0.20 range, you probably want to look at getting a new controller. That means your thumbstick drift is getting crazy high. Your controller's just over there doing things that it probably should not be doing. So make sure you guys tune your dead zone so you guys can be feeling smooth and the game is not feeling so clunky or you feel restricted. Scrolling on down here, I don't really mess with this gyro stuff. If that's for you, you can try it out, but gyro is a no-go for me. That's all that is just playing the game, and literally you move the controller and it'll move your character and do certain things. So nah, not for me. Scrolling on down here, we have ground mantle off, airborne mantle off, automatic ground mantle off. If you'll let me scroll down here, not too much more here for us to really focus on. The main things here was the dead zone, the aim assist type, and multiplier and things like that. So make sure you guys pause the video, take a screenshot, do whatever you got to do. And now I'm going to move over to the NVIDIA control panel settings. Alright, so for NVIDIA control panel, there's a lot of things in here that we can go over, but I'm just going to skim through and talk about the most important things here. To start off, make sure you guys have used the advanced 3D image settings checked, and moving over to manage 3D settings, I'm going to scroll through here and just talk about the most important things here. Most of these be off or on max performance. Make sure your power management is on prefer max performance. Your cache size, make sure you got that on 100 gigabytes. The texture filtering quality, make sure you guys have that on high performance. This optimization, make sure you guys have it on. Threaded optimization on, and vertical sync off. Moving over to the adjust desktop color settings. The game as a whole has pretty dull colors, so if you need you guys' colors to pop more so you can see things a lot better, which I'm pretty sure everybody needs, make sure you guys put your brightness on 55, the contrast on 60, your gamma on 1.20, and the vibrance on 80. And that'll do it for today, guys. I really appreciate everybody's support on this video. Hopefully these settings get you guys locked in and make sure you guys are out here tearing it up and getting those dubs with your squads. Make sure you guys do not forget to hit that sub button, the like button, and make sure you guys turn on notifications so you know when I stream, post YouTube videos, shorts, and all that good stuff. You guys are amazing. I love all the support that I've been getting on my YouTube channel, Twitch, and every other platform. You guys are amazing. Love you guys so much. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much, and GG.